time for respect.
Oh, look who it is. Are you excited?
No.
Come on.
I'm kidding.
You missed this, girl. You know you
I'm
did.
kidding, Keg. It's been a while.
Attaboy.
Shut the f*** up.
I was taking a drink, you asshole.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening. And in walks in a girl none of them have seen before.
Hi.
Oh, and do you want me to voice Monika so that we both have 2 voices now?
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, if you want to voice Monika, that'd be fine.
Or would you rather me voice Sayori or Monika?
Well, question: who do you think I do best as, Monika or Sayori?
You do Sayori better than me, at least.
Then I'll take over Sayori.
Okay. Did you read that, by the way?
I'll just do it again. Hi.
Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts her seat and buries her eyes in her book.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do Monika's.
Oh yeah. Are you here for the literature club?
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces.
Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk.
Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it.
Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea.
Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her.
That was quick.
Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves?
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, finally.
Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club, as a way for people to express themselves through writing, or reading, or whatever other kind of literature.
You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe.
I have what vibe?
Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard.
No, you don't. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles.
I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. Oh wow. Okay, that's adorable. I'm an adult! No, you're not.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Adult!
I am an adult.
Yuri just power frying.
The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming fills up the room.
Oh, that's Yuri. Oh,
Sayori lowers her voice.
She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Careful, you Sayori, you belong to Monika. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream! My favorite flavor is probably... cookie dough? Or maybe chocolate? It's cookie dough. And Monika's is probably vanilla.
Are you psychic or something?
I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite?
Natsuki shrugs.
Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri.
Still.
It's pretty chill here. Do you just, like, hang out, or do you actually do club stuff?
Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have 3 members, so we kinda just loosely spend our time doing stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with, like, some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into?
Well, I guess I'm... literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga.
Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club.
Wait, hold on a sec.
That sounds so great. Like, after all I've been doing all this time?
Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups when she sits down, which she sets down an empty desk.
After all, the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that.
Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weebs. And weird guys.
No, Weaves is better.
Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right?
I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically.
I get it. Look. I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right?
Yeah, I guess there's something wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you! You're the best! I have most of it crammed in my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay?
Natsuki stands up.
Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Okay then, wow.
Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. I'm such a pushover.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun.
She is, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know. And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in the club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is getting cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature.
Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have an opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so...
Does that mean I bother you?
No, you're a pleasure to be around.
I was just fishing for a compliment. God damn it.
I know.
But still. I really think we should give her a chance. You too, Monika.
Yeah, alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the 3 of them hear a thump against the door.
What was that?
Sayori stands up, walks over to the door, then opens it.
Thank you.
Carrying 3 boxes of what presumably is presumably manga. Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. You had 3 of them in your locker?
3 boxes.
And we could see those boxes in one of those CGs.
Yeah.
Those are heavy things, and she carried 3 of them at once.
How did they fit in your locker?
That is a good question. Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies,
There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them.
There's 4 boxes and she carried 3 of them at once? Monika anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to things are starting to get more serious. At the next club meeting, Monika is the first to arrive, but ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monika paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone. So why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. They both need to just force a smile.
Pretty much.
Need help.
No, I got it.
Monika awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we can keep it up there.
I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, but... Monika sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club.
So?
I mean, so the teacher's gonna ask her to move those boxes up there.
Pretty much.
Monika backs off and slumps into a desk. What? With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room.
Good afternoon.
She separated afternoon into 2 words.
Yep.
Sayori spins into the clubroom.
Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this!
Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic.
I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty.
As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye.
Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way! I said up all my luck to find that money. Wait, where'd you find that money to begin with, and where did it come from?
That is a good question.
If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo!
Boo! She's kidding. Defeated, Sayori and Natsuki... Oh, she's not kidding.
Oh.
Then Yuri silently walks into the club. Monika gets at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding.
Oh, the savior.
Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Only her. Where's Sayori and where's Natsuki?
They're too busy in the magical closet of wonders.
Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Oh, there she is.
Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else?
Well, maybe. Something tells me that. Monika glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we could try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all do vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Have you met the person with purple hair? Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too.
I like my suggestion too, because I was the one that suggested it. Yeah, but Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just... Natsuki cuts off Monika suddenly by standing up.
Well, it's obviously that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just gonna leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. And there goes the music.
Yeah, it's always these sad moments.
Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glare before walking straight out of the room.
Oh no.
Sayori runs
God damn it.
Oh, come on! Okay. Sorry.
I got more solo reading to go now. Fuck it, you're taking over Sayori.
What?
It's gonna be another solo reading again. You're taking over Sayori if those two are talking to each other.
Fine, you could go voice Monika now.
No, that's not what I meant. You'll find out what I mean. Just continue.
Okay, sorry. For the second time today, Monika slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk?
Where's your feeling?
No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking information. Yuri looks away.
Yep.
She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monika sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monika sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Oh, I don't know. If this affects the literature club, Yuri's a part of the literature club. Doesn't that mean it automatically affects her too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. That too, I guess.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it.
Well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know, isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous or has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in.
At this point, I might as well just rename this Yuri to Long Haul 100.
You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves.
Doesn't look very colorful to me.
Well, yeah. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monika starts defending her position again. It's a complicated issue that Monika had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches onto one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute, exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean... Amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book.
I mean, manga can be literature. It's because, yeah, sure, it's got pictures, but it still has words to read. It's still technically a novel.
Yeah, I forgot to set this as the outside as wallpaper.
Really?
Every new picture I get, I'm doing that.
Alright, fine, fair.
It's time for part 2.
Alright, this is gonna be fun. That sucks. Why is Monika such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monika's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So, what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you.
Natsuki,
I gotta read that.
Right, I forgot. Natsuki sighs.
I know, thanks. It just really sucks. You guys are talking about this right outside the door where they can hear you all. Okay.
Seriously.
Do you want me to talk to Monika? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion about me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome into the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am.
You are. Don't ever doubt it.
And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well...
Natsuki hesitates.
It's kind of dumb. Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So... just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monika. I promise.
Natsuki sighs.
I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it.
Snooty.
Not that I care about what everyone else thinks. But, you know, the signs of the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently.
Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall.
Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monika? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would have just like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing.
The two of them remain silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome.
You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise.
It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are busting with students rushing to meet their friends to make the most out of their limited break time.
Oh yes, look how busy those empty hallways are.
Where could she be? Among them is Monika, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monika decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monika finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh.
She's suddenly a protagonist. I spotted her in this large crowd.
Suddenly feeling awkward, Monika is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them.
Oh.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, who wants to voice friend 1?
I don't know. Judging by that silhouette, that's like an aura moment right there.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what?
Yeah, no.
That was bad.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what?
Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I?
Ha!
That looks like a guy.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I told you she would join.
Come on. She only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club.
I told you, I never even wanted to join that stupid club.
What the fuck? She pulled a phone. She pulled a phone out. Oh, sure.
Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash.
True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're all proud of you.
Shut up! Just let me do my thing.
I'm just joking. You know we love you.
Yeah, for once literature club makes you a famous writer. We'll be the first ones to buy your books.
What? You're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction?
Don't you judge, bitch! Of course I would!
Sure,
Hey,
forget about the signed copy.
Yeah. Fuck that, I said my own. I ad-libbed my own line. Fuck that line. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now?
I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it.
Yeah, sure, whatever. They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye.
Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself.
You think you could find like some silhouettes of different characters just to put in their replacement or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know who you could
What
use.
the heck? That was horrible. I should have sent something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right.
God damn it, I actually like that guy voice. Fuck, man. Why didn't I use that for one of the Dokies?
No, that would have been so much worse.
Yeah, you're right.
After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, like, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a ton on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, like, Just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did it with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did?
She did?
Yeah, remember? Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid.
Do you want me to read the narrative? Because you're voicing like 3 characters.
Yeah, read Monika, please.
Oh, you want to do Monika?
Yeah, I'll take care of the narration.
Sure thing. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were...
I actually skipped.
I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm gonna get them back for it. What, by deleting them?
Get them back?
Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this is a literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one they want.
Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump.
And misses and flies out the window.
Okay, with a rare stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down to her.
I'm having an intervention!
No.
Wait, intervention?
Sayori, we've already went over this. We're not having a cookie time as a literature club activity.
I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
Right, sorry, no. sorry, go ahead.
Just like Monika said. Go ahead, no, read this line, go ahead. Say that first 3 words right there, go ahead.
I messed up. I'm super sorry.
Good. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcomed. Literally the opposite of what the literature club was supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Yay! I did it!
Oh, sorry, I skipped over the. I skipped over the O. I skipped over the O.
Oh, yay! I did it. Wait, hang on. Did what exactly? Thanks for the invention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Even Monika's very unsure, even though she's given like that.
You're just giving the credit to Sayori anyway. You're just giving the credit to Sayori anyway.
Friendship wins again. So, how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see.
Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing.
There's no space, look. Oh, wait, is wrongdoing spaced or no?
Sorry. They don't... There's... Wrongdoing is shown twice in this statement. I don't think it's supposed to be spaced.
Okay, then.
I'll
look it up later.
Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings.
Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? Okay, awesome. I don't think I read Sayori's...
You didn't read it.
I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener, even if you're too inclined in your books. That smile, I love it.
Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile.
Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm gonna step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here?
Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk.
Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hadn't been coming to the club.
Actually, Monika's been...
Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who's been using this classroom then, okay?
It was her.
Shut up, Yuri, or you'll be the next one laying next to that desk.
Monika smells at both of them. Then, with a wave, she exits the club room.
Wonder what manga she read.
It was probably the Parfait Girls manga.
I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Oh,
What? The time for the club meeting has arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive.
I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki?
Yes.
How do you know?
I don't know. well, she's Sayori.
That's not very confident, Yuri.
It's not.
But I know you're right.
Time slowly passes. Monika sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again, then stands up, sits back down, stands up on the closet, sits down with her head on again, sits down. No, okay, whatever. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room.
We're here! Welcome back. Oh, okay, so if you want to take over Monika now.
Okay, that'd be fine.
And then I got
Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk then takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present.
Oh, really? You go black screen for that?
Well, I mean, her thoughts are racing.
So stupid.
Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes, Manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga.
Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just...
Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but... I know you're only doing this just because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her.
I was a witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let's freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that can make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates.
But... it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into?
Again, have you met the purple-haired girl?
Have you met the light redheaded girl?
Have you met everyone in here?
Have you met Future MC?
Yeah, have you met Sayori's friend? He's kind of a loser.
Yeah, he's the biggest loser.
Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking straight into the
Into her eye.
looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb.
Oh, except for me!
Sayori, you're not dumb either.
What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all.
Natsuki stands up.
Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Now, whatever. Today's not about being that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. And just like that, I'll leave the room. Bye, everybody! Nah,
A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there was just something I want to show you, if you had a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not in here. Can you follow me in the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see.
Oh,
whoa!
Image.
You know,
Looks
I was...
nice in here.
Hey, look at all the chairs, though.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that, because you really taught me a lot about myself, like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on, you don't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way, and left like a little baby that I am. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it.
No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected.
It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard just to brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that some people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am.
As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I'm really starting to think about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it.
I think my mic cut out right there. Like I said, I didn't even do anything.
You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga.
What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
I think you heard me right.
Yeah, I did.
I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading the whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
Just one volume, and I kind of just picked it out randomly.
Well, you got good intuition, then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate, because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wished I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down.
Now there's a cute image.
That's pretty good. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined, I realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing.
Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to the Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day?
Because, you just make me feel like I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. That's all.
That was so good.
It was?
Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro.
Not even close.
Does the song have a name? You said it before it was about the club, so...
Yeah. It's called my song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that.
Well... I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So, yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was just being really immature. If I get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine, I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well, I wonder if I got that from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now.
You got me. The closet's all yours.
Wait a minute, what?
What?
I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I'm gonna do something nice in return.
What kind of little something?
Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
I wonder what that little something is.
I would totally make a statement, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
The next club meeting, I know what it is. The next club meeting ends up being particularly a tasty one.